following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Okay, we are recording, and I can now start getting all my documents ready while we get through the opening stages. You wanted to correct something.
Yeah, so last season I razzled Xander for his cooking skill, and I said that I had a fucking 14 in cooking. Now this was a lie. I only have 13 in cooking. So I gotta
make a whole video all over again. That's not fair.
I feel the need to apologize to everyone.
I don't know why you don't just spend one of your leftover points to get an extra point in cooking.
I was wrong.
I mean,
because I have so many...
There's gonna be comments.
Because I have so many fucking skills, I can't spend them on cooking. Jesus. I had to pick up... I've already spent language profs for Mandarin, so that'll just happen whenever you say it does.
You're not connected to the network, even though you can see the network folders. Oh, there's a problem. Oh, we couldn't identify the problem. We can't identify it. Click. Oh, look now, you can access the folders. Microsoft Windows 10!
Yeah.
There's a problem. I can't find the problem. No, there isn't a problem. There was never a problem. I just wanted to be a bitch.
Happens to me all the time even when I'm, like, if I'm plugged in directly with the LAN cable, it'll say I've got no internet for, like, the first minute and a half of me
because it's Microsoft interbulating you.
Yeah.
Because they hate you.
They sure do.
Microsoft, it's like the WWE, nothing but hatred and contempt, and then there was Black Wednesday where they sacked 40% of their staff.
But they're fucking,
That Bray Wyatt art piece, though. That Bray Wyatt art piece was the best thing I've seen. I'm like, this is what the character should be. It should just be a movie character, because Vince has just ruined it, because he's like, it's Kane 2! Red lights! It's Kane 2, everyone! And then, because Michael Cole is the worst thing in the universe. The worst thing. I would rather have Booker T and Jerry Lawler just sitting there, like modern them. Not back when Jerry Lawler was really good on the two-man booth with JR. Like, now. I would rather have them. Him just going like, ah! all the time than listening to fucking Michael Cole. What a piece of shit. Oh, it's a new folder. Do you have your map and everything?
Yeah, that's why I brought the computer.
I just thought because it was easier than bringing a folder full of sheets. I didn't give you that document like I said I would because there's still more to sort of introduce to it, and so unless you can check your email from there, it's not going to be right.
Yeah, I'm just connecting to my phone.
So again, this won't be a very long session.
I mean, the last one was a good chunk of time.
It's mainly just because it's like I have to look out for I've got a whole England to add more detail to.
That is fair.
This is like, I don't know. I'm kind of guessing you guys are just going to raffle stomp the mission like you always do. But
that is really the problem with this.
It's not really a problem with the Light Brigade because you're supposed. It's like, but it's the Power Rangers. You're supposed to go, oh no, this is really challenging. Hey, we win.
Yeah.
I'm a green Power Ranger, right? Oh, it's over there. Looks pretty cool.
Let me close my stupid apps.
Yeah, this is good recording. You are all going to just be listening to. I'm not editing it. You're all just going to be listening to this bit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm ready to go. I just have a bunch of dumb apps open, but we can live. We can live.
The warm morning comes early in Zhao Cheng. Cherry blossoms drift across the slightly open tent flap as someone is clinking around with trays and what sounds like battered old mugs on wooden trays. The healthy smell of cooked pig wafts into your nostrils. Outside, the morning life, the ringing of anvils, the hustle and bustle of the town, the distant lapping of waves, and the silent cursing of local old people. Fill your ears. You.
So this is just the next day after. So I did some Chinese lessons basically, and then
Just like some nebulous time later. You've done some settling in. It's like a week or two. I basically, because it's like there is some mail replies, but you ain't gonna get them for a while because you're in China.
Yeah.
And there isn't email here.
Now with the research, is it just every day? Are there like break days or? Just do it as you want.
Just do it as you want. Like, I mean, like, behind the curtain, you ain't doing it any faster or slower than is necessary to, because you've got another 2 years of university, presuming Jacinda doesn't just keep our borders open when the Black Death comes back.
Okay. So I'll get I'll get ready and then head outside the tents.
Okay. Someone has placed on the little table in your tent. Oh, sorry, in your room.
Yeah.
Like this little wooden plate with like some tea and pork chop, and it has one chopstick pushed into the top of it.
Just one chopstick.
Just one chopstick.
There's no second chopstick?
There is not a second chopstick.
I'm gonna go looking for a second chopstick.
Okay. You hobble your way downstairs. In the mid-afternoon, you arrive. And I am desperately trying to remember which you were not in Huanghua, were you? You were in like the nice place.
6 on the map. There isn't like a name attached to it on the
Oh, okay. I see what I'm doing wrong here. You're at Guanfei.
Yes, yeah.
Guan Han looks up as you stumble down. He's like, "I'll finish with breakfast so soon."
No, I was hoping to get a second chopstick.
Sorry. I'm not need you. No, realize you need two.
Do you?
America eat like that.
Yes, but there are 2 utensils. It's just one of them is for cutting and one of them is for picking up.
Oh, so uncivilized. Oh, you want cutting utensil? Butcher knife.
Oh, no.
Like a cleaver.
Just the second chopstick will be fine.
Oh, okay, I say for try it.
Thank you.
You go back upstairs, and here is your whole pork chop, and you've just got chopsticks. In the evening when you get back upstairs.
I'm sure I can figure it out.
Alright. Give me a cooking roll.
Oh, a cooking roll.
That's a 14 in cooking, right?
Oh, that 4's not allowed?
Yeah, 4's not allowed.
That one is...
Shit! I don't... Oh, my dice is over there. Hang on. I just realised I didn't bring my phone with my digital dice, so I actually need to get my physical dice.
I got a 20.
Oh, by the way, Ken didn't steal your thing. I found your thing. Apparently I stole it. I just cleaned it up into a pile of stuff. I've been using it to keep track of Uber Rocket's power levels.
Oh, yeah. That's fine. I got a 23.
Yeah, I need something that goes to 20. Well, the pork chop does not beat your roll for toughness, so you are able to consume real pig.
Not government fud. Thank fucking Christ.
I mean, Jacinda, Helen, you're in the middle of a farming community and a fishing community, so why wouldn't you have very cheap produce of that kind? Bitch. Kill yourself.
If only the microphone could hear the sound of your glare right now.
I would need to buy new microphones all the time. ASMR.
Let's rub our beards on it.
Oh god, you would have missed all the ASMR.
Oh.
During the DMV thing, sometimes I put their XP into the middle of just like a bunch of ASMR sounds.
Oh.
So it's like, they'd have to sit there going, oh, damn it. I don't know, I really like it. It's the only thing that turns my brain off. That and Zack Snyder films. You consume. You get dressed in your third finest suit, I presume.
Why not?
And hobble your way outside into the next morning's air.
Into the next morning's air.
I mean, you're a cripple.
I'm a cripple, not a snail.
Oh, you get a 14 in moving?
That's almost light speed, I think.
Yeah, not by my scales at all.
Yeah. So is any are there any other like the people I've met, like the chick that showed me around, and like, or any of the
Oh yeah, let me just scroll up to her name. God, I'm so prepared, aren't I? To be honest, I was expecting this to be later in the week. But... Kim O'Connor. An American pair of breasts in blonde. By which I mean a woman. Get it? I'm womanizing. Cancel me. Go on. Yeah. You won't.
God.
Oh no. Get Twitter to kick me off their platform. I've got one tweet I've ever made, and it's just a picture of Tommaso Ciampa.
Fucking Steven Seagal blocked me.
Why?
Because I kept harassing him to make like Expendable Stars films with all his characters, but I was doing it every day.
That's harassment. That is harassment.
I wanted to see all of them. All of them in the same movie. So much.
I mean,
Seagal.
you are not wrong. I think he should do that. Like, he really should, because he's already not his own characters, obviously, in his own films. Like, I've seen several where it's like, there's a fit, buff guy with the completely wrong shape of face, and you can see his face in some of, like, the spin kicks and that, and I'm like, who's the... Oh, it's you. And he's just like, oh, sitting at a table... I better get up and do... And then, like, fit guy just walks over to the car. And it's like, you couldn't even be bothered to show up to walk to the car, Stephen. Come on. So it's like, he's already, like, using replacements in the normal... Why not just have all of them? It would be... I would watch that. I would buy that.
Yeah.
I don't care how bad it is. I would buy it just to have it.
I'd buy that for $1.
Okay, so you have seen RoboCop.
I have, yeah.
Damn it, I was looking forward to that. Yeah, they're around.
Yeah, I'll go over to Kim, presuming she's pretending to be busy as usual.
Yeah, she's unloading a cart. Oh, good morning, Mr. Dapper.
Busy day?
Yes?
I was going to try one of the tea shops in town. I was hoping you'd come with me.
Sounds good. Let me just finish unloading this cart. I've got to store this stuff in the tent, otherwise it might get rained on. So like about half an hour later, she's finished unloading the cart. Whew. So, which tea room were you thinking?
There was one I passed when I went through Lowtown last time.
Salt on Wind? That's actually the only named tea room.
Yeah, I think it was that one, yeah. Well, I walked past Salt on Wind
Oh, yeah.
when I was
The tea room, right.
to the Pterodino building the other day.
Yes, it's better than Lotus Blossom Kisses the Pond or whatever it's called.
I didn't see that one.
That's in a back alley. You know.
That's how you know it's good.
But the company.
I suppose. Have you been to one of these tea rooms before?
Sort of, but I've kind of felt I was doing everything wrong. The disapproving stares and whatnot.
So they just let you sit there and do the wrong thing and look at you angrily.
Oh, yeah.
Well, this will be an experience then, won't it?
I'm looking forward to it. The tea rooms are a great place to sort of just listen to how people talk to one another so you can kind of help yourself with the language.
Yeah, I've been taking lessons.
Yes, from the Pterodino woman.
Yes, well, it's easier to learn from someone that also speaks English, isn't it?
Yes?
Private lessons are generally better than osmosis.
I mean, if you can afford it. Here in the town. Fish markets are setting up. Inscrutable Asians regard you all with great hostility and hatred.
Do they, you see in movies all the time, because this doesn't happen in real life, but it happens in movies and comics all the time,
Don't have to explain yourself.
where, like, when someone's walking through, like, a town or a market, they'll say hello to everyone. Is that, like, a thing that really happens here? Or...
I mean, only if you want it to be.
I mean, I'll, like, greet people in Mandarin as I walk past.
Now they know he's a spy. Oh, yeah? Interesting. I really, really wish I could by-page this and still read it. You arrive at Salt on Wind. It's a tea room. It's quite nice. They have a fanciful carving of a sort of farmer in the field. With the the drawing of wind in blue, and he's just like throwing salt into the wind.
To the wind.
For no good reason.
Oh, okay.
You're greeted by an excessively traditionally dressed woman at the door. She could be elderly. With under all that makeup, you can't tell. And she bows elaborately. And it's like, "Oh, welcome to Southern Wind. I am Madam Sighs and Rushes. It is always a pleasure to educate the culture of Anmejikan in traditional tea room. Which room would you like to enhance your life?"
Which would you recommend for someone's first experience at a tea room?
Perhaps the Floating Blossoms Lounge.
That sounds pleasant to me.
Your company was just like, oh. You're led into the lounge. It's, it's done in sort of like pinks and soft reds and salmons. Little bench there. There is a tea set. She will do traditional pouring thing that I can't be fucked going through.
Yeah.
I mean, like their primitive backwards culture will someday realise that just log onto the internet and go into a chat room and do Ugandan Knuckles memes all day. Civility culture.
They don't know the way, brother.
Well, they also don't have Ebola. They have a much worse thing.
Yes.
Does no one need to go to the toilet now? Oh, no. I do. Because I'm drinking a lot of garbage at the moment. But whatever. Yes. You are in a tea room. It is relaxing. The tea is... It's some of the tea in China.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
It's good. It's significantly better than what you had in your cracked mug. So, tea room. You must do this all the time back in Old Rocks.
No, I don't even know that we have one of these.
I shouldn't imagine you have too many Asians at all.
We have a few.
Why? No, I mean, like, why there in the middle of Nevada and not, say, San Francisco or some other garbage city on the coast?
Old Rocks is kind of a hotbed of multiculturalism, in a sense.
Sounds awful.
It's also, since New York is becoming more and more the...
that's the next victim of the mutant rampage, then.
The mutant rampage?
Well, the leading theory amongst people who will tell me things in the newspapers is that New York was disappeared by mutants. And no one mutant could do all that, so it had to be a bunch of them. And it's sort of come out that, like, there was a big group of mutants underneath New York that were using it as, like, some kind of sanctuary.
Yes. I was aware of the group. I don't think...
I mean, like, what else could do it?
Oh no, I definitely think a mutant could do it. The issue is that mutant powers don't necessarily combine in such a way to disappear a town. Also, where did it go? You can't just...
I mean, I'm assuming they disintegrated it. They had a... What I think happened, my personal thought, and I realize I'm not the smartest girl in the world, or in the room, but I think they had a big fight, like mutants do. And there was some kind of collision of powers that destroyed the city, like disintegrated it into nothingness, converted it into energy or something, whatever the science is behind that, so fast that there's no recording of that happening.
See,
I theorized that such a large sudden explosion of energy might have knocked out, like, cameras and other things. Like the Statue of Liberty, for example. Like, it's got cameras and that on it, but they all just go offline. So I am thinking, like, that happened and New York is disintegrated and gone forever.
Certainly a big eruption of energy could disrupt electronics in the area. It's so clean the way it's destroyed, though, right?
Well, I mean, why should it be not clean? So it's got to be a border at some point. It's not like I'm saying a grenade went off or anything.
See, that's why I thought it was something closer to... like a teleportation.
A what?
There are mutants that have the ability to disappear and be over there, if you know what I mean. Instantaneously.
Oh!
So if it was a large-scale movement somewhere else...
How big would a mutant have to be to do that?
I don't think the mutant would be any bigger than...
Okay, so if the mutant can do that, why didn't they previously overthrow the military and stop all the registration stuff and, like, just go, aha! Your Guardian robot factory! Now it's upside down and under the ocean, and if they teleported it, to where?
That's the question, isn't it? Well,
The moon?
I mean, Dr. Destructo or Ultra Girl could overthrow the DMV if they really wanted.
Dr. Destructo couldn't do that. I know everyone says he's a big threat, but if he's that big a threat, why isn't he the God Emperor of the world?
I just think he doesn't care.
And Ultra Girl can't do it because she hasn't done it, and she's like a big hero, and, like, those things are bad. Like, I'm fairly safe saying that all the way over here. They're bad. They're abuse of power.
Yes, they are certainly too
So
authoritarian.
why would she not have saved all the, oppressed mutants by taking them out?
I just don't know what could stop her if she decided to wage asymmetrical war in the DMV.
I'm sorry, I'm a little dumb. What's electrical war? An electrical war?
Asymmetrical.
Like, not balanced.
Yeah. As in she went... If she decided to attack individuals...
Sorry. My dad used to do that all the time. Let me clean that up here. No, it is okay.
Do I catch any of that?
Yeah, stupid fucking Americans, they're so uncultured. Their nation must just be a garbage tip. Their foreign devil magic has made them lazy and sloppy and disregardful of others. Also, she is improperly dressed. Like a field peasant.
You didn't catch any of that?
Oh, I understand. I understood every word of that. She said something about me having good legs.
Huh.
No, don't agree or anything. Anyway, you were explaining about electrical war.
No, what I mean is that with Ultra Girl's abilities, I don't think it wouldn't be beyond her capabilities to attack individual DMV facilities and also find hidden ones.
Interesting. You seem to know a lot about Ultra Girl's abilities.
She's been active for a long period of time, and most of her accomplishments are reasonably documented. And even if they're slightly exaggerated, her recent foray into space, picking a Star Viper and throwing it into the ocean, avoiding all the military Star Viper forces, is conducive to what our power level could be.
I didn't know about that last bit. Growing up, I was always more of a Solaria fan, and Ultra Girl's just like a weaker knockoff of her?
Ultra Girl is stronger, right?
Oh, yeah. By the curtain. Yeah, she is. But, the average person on the street who doesn't know how the sausage is made might not know that. Sort of thing.
I think Ultra Girl is stronger than Solaria.
I mean, it does make sense. Solaria disappeared, a couple years ago? And Ultra Girl is still around. Hey, is it true that, when all of the world was being killed by Dr. Destructo, all the world leaders who opposed him were being killed, the president wasn't?
Yeah.
Go America. Told you he wasn't a threat.
See, that's what sort of confused me, is that, one, this isn't the first time Dr. Destructo did something like that.
It isn't?
Not from my understanding. I've heard of it happening at least once.
You clearly know more about world events than I do. But I bet you can't name every member of NSYNC.
Is that the one with Justin Timberlake in it?
I just wanted to make a point that stupid knowledge is all I've got.
Just that's the only one I know. He had a career after NSYNC, you see.
I don't know how to handle this situation. But anyway, you were divulging large amounts of information.
I was just speculating. I just feel that with Dr. Destructo's capabilities, I don't think the President of the United States would be impossible, and I wonder if there was a deliberate choice there.
Like he's secretly in league with him. Sorry, I have to go answer that because it's, again, probably about the hospital.
That is fair.
Keep talking, I'll hear you.
Explain your position.
There's only one way to stop Labor's taxes.
Kill them.